Welcome back to the Thrive 45 Method podcast with me, your host, nutritionist Stacey Nicole Smith. And this is the space where we talk all things weight loss and wellness for the woman in perimenopause and menopause. Now, let's get started with today's episode. Hey guys, what's up? All right, welcome. So today we are talking about the 3 signs that your hormones are preventing you from losing weight as a woman over 40. So there are telltale signs. Now, number 1 is that you are gaining belly fat even though you haven't changed anything. And I'm sure you've heard of the menopause belly. Maybe you're experiencing it yourself, but it's a thing. And so the reason for this is with our fluctuating hormones, specifically, estrogen and progesterone, they're fluctuating, but they don't operate on their own. They influence other hormones. And one of those is cortisol, the stress hormone. So when they're kind of fluctuating and going down, cortisol is going up. Now, cortisol is that hormone that is famous for putting fat on the belly. So that's why a lot of women experience when they're gaining weight at this age, it's specific to the belly. So that's one sign that your hormones are stopping you from losing weight at this age. The other one is you could be eating healthy and still having hunger, still having food cravings, and not losing weight. And that is because, again, with these fluctuating estrogen and progesterone, it's affecting other things. And one of those is our hunger hormones. So it's like you're fighting an uphill battle. And the other ones are our blood sugar and insulin. And so you're having food cravings even though you've eaten healthy. Now, the other thing is eating healthy and eating for fat loss are not always the same thing. And that simply means, for example, like if you had some fruit on its own, like fruit is a very healthy food. I don't think anybody can argue with that. Vegetables, very healthy. Like nobody can argue with that. Like, come on, right? But if you are not eating them with proper proteins and healthy fats, they are not giving your body what it needs in the form of balancing out your hunger hormones and balancing out your blood sugar and hence insulin. So it's just about eating strategically for your hormones. It's not about eating less. Sometimes it can mean eating more. And so you want to just kind of think of PFF, proteins, fiber, fats. That's kind of like the simplest way to remember it. Like with every meal, are you having enough protein, enough fiber, and enough healthy fats? Are they ultra processed? That's not good. So you want to make sure you're having enough quality protein, fiber, and fats. And that's going to help regulate your hunger hormones. So you're not feeling hungry even though you've just eaten. And it's going to help with your blood sugar, meaning your body is going to switch in to fat burning mode instead of being locked into fat storage mode. So it's just in knowing how to eat the right combinations of the right foods to unlock fat loss. Otherwise, you could be eating healthy salads all day or think you're eating healthy, like protein bars, as a meal substitute. That's not healthy, by the way. But you could think that you're eating healthy and think you're doing the right things, but eating generalized healthy and eating for fat loss are not the same thing, especially at this age. Now, the third sign that your hormones are preventing you from losing weight is maybe you lose a little bit of weight, but you gain it back really fast. And that is a classic sign. And the reason is, it's like you're putting a Band-Aid on a situation that needs a root cause approach. So our hormones need nourishment to function properly. Like our body is not a calculator, like it's not a math equation. So when you hear people say, oh, it's just a calorie deficit, just calories in, calories out, that is not telling the full story at all. And in fact, that can absolutely backfire on you. All calories are not created equally. Some calories will support and strengthen your hormonal system, and they will unlock fat loss through blood sugar and insulin, proper blood sugar regulation, and having insulin work efficiently instead of our bodies being resistant to it, which can happen. So we want to fuel our hormones. When you are just doing a calorie deficit, you're potentially not giving them what they need. So that's why a lot of women can lose a little weight in the beginning, but that's through willpower, That's through fighting through hunger. That's through fighting through cravings. That's not having enough energy because your body is not getting what it needs. So you've been putting a Band-Aid on a situation which is not going to be lasting. What we need to do instead is get to the root and say, okay, so what do my hormones need to operate efficiently at this age? And again, the good news is, for most women, that will mean eating more than you currently are. Like, a lot of women don't want to eat carbs. We need carbs. Your body needs them. Your thyroid needs them. Your gut microbiome needs them. Like, we need them. So there's a lot of good news in all of this. But again, I'll recap for you real quickly. 3 signs that your hormones are holding you back from fat loss is: 1, you're gaining belly fat even though you didn't change anything. Number 2, you're eating healthy, but you are still not losing weight. You're still having unnecessary hunger even though you've eaten, and food cravings, which don't seem to make sense. And number 3 is that you might be able to lose a tiny bit of weight, but then you gain it right back quickly. And again, that's because you're putting a Band-Aid on a situation that really needs a root cause approach. That way the weight will come off and stay off. Not only that, you're going to have better energy levels, you're going to feel a lot better overall. So I hope that helps you guys. If you want more on this, I put together a brand new masterclass for you, and that is how to optimize your hormones for fat burning over 40. If you would like the replay of the masterclass, it is a free masterclass. Just comment below this video replay, or send me a private DM with the word replay, and I will be happy to send that to you. Additionally, you can find the replay at the very first link in my bio right now. So hope that helps you, and have a great rest of your day. Bye. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this episode helpful. If so, please be sure to like and subscribe to be notified when new episodes are released. Episodes like this are released weekly for all things weight loss and wellness for the woman in perimenopause and menopause. And for other ways I can help you, please be sure to visit the show notes or visit my bio. Thanks for listening. Bye.